a lot of negativity and low frequency energy has had. So what Brother Sankofa has come here to do for the viewership out there is to try to put some things into perspective and try to shift the gears to get us back on focus, because we're getting too caught up in a lot of this drama, a lot of this chaos, which, by the way, is nothing new in the conscious community or in the Black community at large, which the conscious community is a part of and comes from. A lot of us like to look at the conscious community. What's going on with the conscious community? The conscious community is a minority in the Black community at large, which is in derision, which is in peril, which is divided, which is full of self-hatred, therefore self-destructive mechanisms unfortunately persist all across the boards in and amongst us. So to have a minority that are a part of or products of that community at large is only going to be reflective of qualities. Those who we deem as leaders are a minority of the Black community at large, which we all have issues. We're trying to bring light, life, empowerment, and messages, okay? Messages of empowerment to perspective us that the conscious community, blaming the conscious community or attacking the conscious community, which is a minority of the Black community at large, is something that we might want to reevaluate, because I want to show how on a anti-revolution, a counter-revolutionary level, and on an anti-progressive level, how collectively a lot of the people who say the conscious community has gone astray, the conscious community is in derision, how a lot of these people who are not claiming to be a part of the conscious community play a part in that negativity, in this drama, in this chaos. And there is chaos, and there is drama, and we do need resolve, and we do need healing. But you know what we're going to need? We're going to need to be real with ourselves, real with ourselves. We have to be, we have to have the ability, rather, to really deal with the faculty of thought that allows you to deal with you know what I'm saying? Basically self-accountability in the roles that we collectively play, and the divisiveness, the division, and all the chaotic dynamics that you see in this community that is causing people to lose hope, to lose faith. People came into this conscious community on different levels, okay? People have come in, everybody's not on the same level, everybody's not on the same degree. Nothing is absolute in the universe, period. So when you got people who've been watching these videos, maybe just the last 3 months, maybe just the last 3 weeks, maybe their first time tuning in, and they're seeing all this peril and this chaos, I feel it is incumbent on behalf of myself, and not only me, I'm not exclusive, and I'm sure many other people can relate to or share the same sentiment as Brother Sankofa, when it's like, okay, we see a lot of chaos going on, we see a lot of drama going on. Me as a vanguard, me as a Black nationalist, me as a Pan-Africanist, me, one who calls himself a race soldier, one who's ready to stand up and not only live for what I believe in, but also ready to die for the good fight for what I believe in. I find it very imperative on my behalf to put things in perspective for the people, address the drama, put things in perspective, and try to shift gears from the negative to the positive at the end of the day and the beginning of the next day. What do I mean? Well, we all know that a debate did not take place at the Alhambra Ballroom December 18th, which is this past Sunday, 2 days ago, due to the fact that a couple of days prior to that, although we have been promoting this debate for damn near 3 months, a couple of days prior to the debate, there was contractual discrepancies. Okay?
But can I interrupt you? I
definitely can.
I just want to say one thing. Let me get right here real quick, and you get that, because this is important, right? Let me say this real quick, because a lot of people out there, they don't have a clue, Sankofa. They don't know what it is to run a business. If they would have put up 10 stacks out their own pocket, let me try to make it, I want to try to make it clear to you. I'm going to try to make it clear to you. If you was to put up $10,000 promoting a debate, try to understand me, family. I'm not crying to you. I don't want you to fucking cry. But I see is a lot of people talking and they don't have a clue on what's going on. I puts up $10,000. $10,000. Y'all don't give a fuck if the brother just lose his money, or if he got 5 back and lost 5. That's besides the point. I put up $10,000 to have a powerful debate, to make this debate go well. Everybody who contribute to the live stream is getting a refund. You're gonna get a refund, because what I did was I just did away with the live stream and everything. Of course, it's not going to be a good debate. See, people are saying, "Oh, your event flopped." What do you expect it to do when people paid to see a debate? It didn't flop because people left here to go see Seti and Pharaoh. It flopped because people paid to see a debate. Y'all need to stop being ignorant people sometime. Think about the logic of it. Think about yourself. Let's put it in your perspective. You put up $10,000 of your own money promoting the event. You paid for the venue. You send Seti 2 air flight tickets. You pays for his ticket. You pays for his room. See, nobody was going by that contract, but y'all keep on giving these niggas a pass, and this is why they had to do what they do, because y'all gave them the opportunity to do it. You see what I'm saying? Do you think I'm supposed to be cool? You done spend $10,000 out your own fucking pocket, so you allow motherfuckers. I'm gonna try not to curse because people scared of that.
And we need to
I'm supposed to allow these 2 brothers to come in here and run out of here with all my money and my production after they did what they did 2 days prior to the event. I'm not fucking crying, and I don't want your sympathy. I just want you to try to be understanding, if you can be. $10,000 come out your pocket for promotion. And next thing you know, you see these brothers jump ship on you. What would you do? How would you act? How would you behave? I'm at the point now where I would say anything just to get a goddamn fight out of Seti. You got to understand that. These dudes pulling out AKs, going in the bag and showing all this. I don't care about that.
It's corny.
I'm at my point right now where no holds barred now. They showed us in the House of Consciousness no respect, family. So we supposed to allow these 2 dudes to come into New York and walk out of here with my money that we promoted with, come on, man. Everybody had a stake in this. I'm not going to allow them to do that. You know why? Because the videos would have been going on and on how we ran in there, fucked Sarnetta and them up, took they shit, them bitch ass niggas, and look at what we did. And y'all went on with that. Y'all promoted that like that was cool. But then you call us the wicked ones, the savage ones. Imagine you putting up money like that. What would you do? That's what I want y'all to really understand. Y'all don't understand business. You don't understand promotion. And not only that, it really fucks up the whole venue for when you want to try to do something else now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how can the people and the family trusted again? How could the people just jump ship? Even brothers that was rolling with me. Why should I be the one to have to speak up if I'm the elder? Why should I gotta be the one? Where's Red Pill? You tucked your tail, nigga? Where's fucking Red Pill? You tucked your tail, Seti and them threatened you? Where's Shaka? I'm getting calls like, yo, I gotta stay back. I see them, they going crazy, they going wild. These are my brothers, man. I had to call other brothers. I had to call my nephew. I had to call my cousin. That's the part that I don't understand. Brothers that rode with me, brothers that were sticking. This is my motherfucking man right here, Sankofa. Never turned his back, never ran, never will.
Never.
But for motherfucking Red Pill. And I'm gonna address Red Pill. Y'all know me, man. I'm gonna address all of that. You let me defend for myself. Y'all niggas turn y'all back and let me fend for myself, Red Pill. I shouldn't be the one to step up. Why should I should supposed to have been the one standing back, and y'all supposed to come up here and address this shit like real scholars, like real brothers supposed to.
I want to say something.
But you ran because you don't want motherfuckers to say, oh, nah, Red Pill. Come on, brother. That's some whole ass shit, man. And we're going to address that with Shaka Upmost. That's some gay ass shit. So you damn right I'm mad. I'm going to say I'm mad as hell. I'm supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of you don't understand what business is. Come on, Red Pill. Where your fucking balls at? Come on, Blue Pill. Where your fucking balls at? These niggas was allowing us to run and do what we had to do. Them niggas nowhere to be found. Call them up. They nowhere to be fucking found. Ducking and running and scared to come out. Like, what the fuck is up? But these the same motherfuckers that every time I was doing the event, I was making money for y'all niggas. Y'all niggas was all up under me, making money with me. But the minute some motherfucking drama come, you motherfuckers fucking tuck your fucking tail like bitches and fucking come out after all the drama is over. Now you want to show up like fucking little hoes. And I'm saying it because I'm mad as hell at my own fucking inner circle. Fuck, you gonna leave me out there to just defend for myself while you got everybody else just banging and shooting shots at me, but y'all niggas ain't coming forward to tell the truth. But if behind the scenes, yo, Sal, we know that was fucked up. And yo, brother, that's some bull. One day, this too will pass. I'm gonna stay the course. I'm gonna stay on the fucking path. This too will pass. But I don't want y'all bitch ass niggas around me. It's time for a change now. Cause now, when shit go your way, this is where you can see who your true motherfucking friends are.
And the adversity.
When adversity comes, you see who your true motherfucking friends are. Don't set your ass up next to me, Red Pill. Take your motherfucking bitch ass somewhere down the block. Because if it was on the opposite end and motherfuckers flipped the script on you, Red Pill, do you think I would have been there for you? Do you think I would have turned my back on you, Red? Motherfuckers, y'all know in the chat room, I'm rolling with my motherfuckers, with my brothers. So, and a lot of people called me and said, yo, Sarnetta, watch the motherfuckers you around. Watch your inner circle, dude. You know?
That's the one to get to.
Watch your inner circle. My motherfucking man, shout out to Sue Tech out there, man. My real motherfuckers. Shout out to brother Reggie. Shout out to Sankofa. Shout out to Rob Prophet. Shout out to my Brooklyn brothers.
Q Butter.
Shout out to Q Butter, man. It's a damn shame that other brothers have to come out and take care of business. It's not right. That's all I want to say. I've been fucking with Red Pill. Y'all been fucking with me for damn near over 15 fucking years, dude. Making money with me. Setting you up. I'm giving you all kind of shit. You know? Come on, bro. Adversity come, you motherfuckers tuck your tail like little bitches. All this mouth niggas be talking. Fuck out of here, man.
I want to say this to add on to Big Brother Sarnetta's build.
Yeah, sit down. Have a seat.
Real talk. You know, perception is everything. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the level of your consciousness, the knowledge of your circumference is the diameter of your activity. Remember that statement? You ever heard that saying before? The knowledge of your circumference is the diameter of your activity. See, consciousness is not just a community. Consciousness is a personal path that many people go through. And we're on different levels and we're at different areas in that path of growth and development. And the way people see things sometimes, not understanding what knowledge and the whole purpose and functionality of what this is supposed to do, is supposed to heal us, help us, evolve us, transcend us, and fucking fix us. A lot of people don't do that. So you'll get a personality who don't talk about none of those things and just tell you things that sound good, feel good, cannot be validated, cannot be confirmed. And because we don't deal with info, we deal with the personality, a lot of our perceptions are misconstrued and skewed as a result of that. So therefore, our judgment is off as far as it pertains to really discernment and really understanding, okay? Because a lot of us are choosing sides. And this is the fucking Trump era. The rise of the alt-right. White militia, right-wing Christian groups that are government contract security people. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're dealing with. It's about to really turn up. This is not really the time for division. And I understand my brother's anger and sentiment. However, we also want to shift gears for the people to let them know that we are not so far down the path, that we can't really sit at the table and talk about that which is relevant and critically necessary right now. We have to ponder that. Let me tell you something about perception. And I'm going somewhere with the point about the perception and how a lot of the people are coming at choosing sides and going crazy and coming at the platform and blaming the whole conscious community when the Black community at large is sick and the conscious community has a lot of people in it with symbols and attire on that are not at the level that they exteriorly have the perception of being. Okay. Now see, blue is the fastest moving color in the entire color spectrum. Okay. The ocean appears to be blue as an optical appearance, okay, due to light and motion of energy. So this is the perception. I'm going to perception again. But as you get deeper in the water, you see that blue is only an optical illusion or optical perception. As you dig deeper, the sky appears to be blue, okay? But as you go higher in it, you see that that's the fastest moving color. There's energy color, red, blue, and yellow, the three major colors. Blue is the fastest moving color in the color spectrum. So a lot of times things may appear to be a certain way on the surface level, but as you deal with science and you dig deeper, you deal with information and you dig deeper, you will see that this is only an optics with a lot of people's perception of the house of consciousness and the conscious community in general is synonymous with that concept and idea. Let me tell you why. You have a lot of people that are and this is not about nobody in our inner party or you know what I'm saying, the house of consciousness directly, but this is dealing with the people because the knowledge is for the people. There's less teachers and less vanguards than there are people. They inspired the people mobilized to make the change. But see, when the people blame the small minority within the minority of the Black community at large for all the derision, all the division, all the chaos, all the confusion, the people are also aiders and abettors and participants in that divisiveness that they blame the conscious community for. Let's be real. A debate was supposed to take place. I'm not going to go into the semantics of, and I don't know all in detail of the contractual agreement. I know what I've seen. And I know that I've been around a long time. I'm a very intelligent person. You know what I'm saying? I have very good intuition, discernment, and common sense. And common sense ain't common that much no more, as I can see. However, what I see is after people have been in your house, breaking bread, being around your family.
There you go. Go ahead, say that shit,
You know
man.
what I'm
That's what I'm talking about,
Saying
bro.
hello to your wife.
Come on, man.
Saying what up to your kids. I think that it should have been more of a level of respect, brotherhood, and camaraderie, huh? Or the topic of the contractual agreement. Hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold up. And everything that is pertinent in that contractual agreement.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't understand what is loyalty.
Should have been discussed, man. For 2 to 3 days before a debate, for that to be a discrepancy, it could just look like that was perfect timing and perfect convenient, and an something that an opportunist would take advantage of being. I'm gonna go in layers. I'm not gonna deal with the blue on the surface, which is the fastest moving color in the color spectrum. I'm gonna bring it to you in layers. That's what your brother's gonna do to give the people a perception of where I'm coming from, with the objective of trying to shift gears and get us back focused on what we need to be fighting, who we need to be fighting, why, and the strategy that we need to employ. Okay, so what I want to say is that for people, Sarah Seti, been dealing with Sarnetta for years. There's never been no issue with a contractual agreement until now. We've had how many debates? How many millions of people have learned from this platform? Mm-hmm. Huh? Now, 2 days before a debate that has been promoted for 3 months, there's a discrepancy with the contract. How convenient. How convenient. Reason why I say this is because the perception. I'm only dealing with perception. Wow. All these times you've been in this man's house, around his family, like where I'm at now, on this couch, coming down. All the times the brother had your back. When the Amara squad was allowed you in his home. I said, I don't just let anybody in his goddamn home. Don't let this YouTube shit fool you. A lot of people hit Sarnetta up. Many call, not are called, but many call, but only few were chosen to come here. So if a brother or brothers were allowed to come into this man's domain, into his home, where he resides at, that's personal. It's not just business. I really believe that if you had a personal, to some level, a interaction with this brother, business could have been discussed in a more private way, in a more civil way, okay? And it could have been done in a different way. SOS.
But another thing.
SOS, save ourselves. Are we saving ourselves or are we shooting ourselves? Or are we sinking ourselves? Huh? Or are we selling ourselves? Okay, reason why I say that is this. You gotta let me finish. Real talk. Because a lie was put up, and this was a fucked up lie on certain individuals to sabotage a last minute lecture. Okay? And it's crazy when you do that. You know, false slander is serious. Not only just it says that in the Bible, not to bear false witness, but in the hood, that's treason, and that's a serious type of situation right there. You know what I'm saying? So if the police called, okay, as somebody had claimed, what did they say? Hey, I just want you to know that Sarnetta called the cops on you. And if so, and they said it that way, what is your relationship with them? Why would they just let you know?
Motherfuckers know I don't fuck with no cops.
And the motherfuckers know.
And Negroes went for that shit, though, Pharaoh.
Let me finish. Okay?
Negroes went for that shit that Pharaoh came out with.
Let me put it in perspective.
Niggas went for that.
And then why would somebody have to call the cops on you to sabotage your event, huh? Which doesn't make any motherfucking sense. And you had to dip when the event that you were supposed to be having in Brooklyn, it was closed on that day. Huh? How did something get sabotaged when it was never going to happen because it wasn't open that day anyway? There's a brother by the name of YK The Truth who did a video on that and showed actual video footage. Fuck hearsay, forget talking, okay? Because we're not trying to stir the pot of drama. We're actually trying to take this off the fire and let it simmer. Because at the end of the day, it's bigger than us. It's bigger than, I'm going to be real, Sarnetta. It's bigger than the HOK. It's bigger than the other people that we're having issues with. It's bigger than other people we have had or will have unfortunately, issues with going down the line. This is about the advancement of a people. This is about the liberation of a fucking people. It's not about your individual image, your so-called celebrity status, because you can be taken out any given goddamn second. Trumped up charges can be put on you any given second. You can be infiltrated. You can be ostracized. You can be destroyed. So the whole purpose of this is for the edification of the people, for the advancement of the people, for our children's children, for the future of our people. We come and go, but we're bringing a message while we're here. And if we don't see that, and we think we're so big-headed, we're the top scholar, we're the savior, the reincarnated pharaonic savior of the people, what happens is because our people are a product of churchism, of churchianity, not even just Christianity, churchianity. So what happens is we go from worshiping the minister, reverencing the imam, worshiping personalities. We had the Father Divines before. We had many false leaders in the community before. So our people have yet to transcend that and deal with information that is critical, that is pertinent, that is manifestable, that is applicable, into worshiping the personality. And a lot of times what it does is it blinds us. It hinders us from using our faculties of thought to employ good judgment and to make sound decisions. Okay? There we do it. We're dealing with thus perception again. Okay? How is it that if it wasn't open that day and people paid money and there's footage of people out there, women, a sister whose son flew in from Barbados, who spent money to come here to see these brothers, who are powerful brothers, whether we disagree with them or not. What do I mean by that? They have the power to harness the spoken word to inspire and impact people. One of the hardest things to do is to wake up a sleeping black person. And these brothers are good at it. But see, now with much knowledge comes great responsibility and accountability. So you have to be accountable, and the people who are going at the house of consciousness or choosing sides, you have to be accountable for your own ratchetness, your own comments, your own negativity, because in doing that, you recharge the battery that's already in the back of certain personalities that you worship. What do I mean by that? A lot of people going at Sarnetta because they heard the comment with Sarnetta going in out of anger. We're human. Sarnetta actually sits down on the toilet, no homo, and takes a shit. You know what I'm saying? Sarnetta gets sick at times. Sarnetta is not perfect. Sarnetta might be walking down the street and trip over a curb because he didn't see obstruction in his path. Things happen. See, but what happens is, and I'm saying this for a reason, what we like to do is we like to hear personalities. They don't have to have a plan of action. They can be a general, but with no plan. They can have a cartel that is a black power cartel, and you never see them on the ground in the community or confronting crackers. And the people will support that. You can be a general or call yourself that. And with the general is much responsibility, especially at a time of war when these crackers are not playing with us in the President Trump era. But when that general only goes at the people, when that general has a person younger than him, not experienced as him, okay, over him, it makes it look like, and I'm gonna be real, it makes it look like General Farrell and young Seti, opposed to General Seti and young Farrell. Okay? Reason why I say that, and going back to the point, and I'm not going to keep going in on this, is not to go in on, it's about putting things into perspective on anything that we're talking about. Collectively, we are at war. Collectively, shit is about to get really fucking real, but we're allowing ourselves to be distracted by personalities. We're not holding people, and by the people in the community. You're not holding people that you look at as leaders and messiahs that you all damn near worship accountable. Somebody said that you called the police on them with no evidence, unless the police said that they did it. When you get on the camera and say that, that's hot, that's dry snitching. Real talk. Because even if that was the case, to get on there and say that with no evidence, that didn't happen, first of all. because the venue was closed. What about the people who was out there? Did they get a refund? I'm not saying that they didn't, but the people want to know. The people that go at us should hold the people that they see on another level that they worship, where you can say anything, do anything, say fuck the people, get people for the money. Some people are bad. Sarnetta, you should have never said, and I might even say if I agree, even though Sarnetta is my big brother and all that, he shouldn't have said that. But can I also say something else? Sarnetta is a man. Sarnetta is not perfect. Sarnetta is not the epitome of what the conscious community would be. Sarnetta is being and becoming. He's being Sarnetta and evolving at the same time. So if he made a mistake, and let me put it in perspective.
Let them niggas lose 10 racks out of their pocket. See how
you lose 10 racks out of your pocket at the last minute. You got a family to support.
Right.
You got people all over the world calling you, asking what happened. And then on top of that, you got people pulling out jump offs and pulling out choppers on video. General. Are you generic Sarah Sutanseti or general Sarah Sutanseti? Because inquiring minds, not motherfucking personality worshipers, but old battleships like myself who have been in this for many years. I don't give a fuck how many books you read, how prolific you think you are. A lot of the developmental process is through experience, not just through reading. Your skin, you're not going to be really challenged. Much respect to Pharaoh's intellect, because he damn sure got that. He damn sure got power. He damn sure got passion. That boy's a beast. You can't take that for him. That's why he's really General Pharaoh, and you're a young Seti. Because for a brother that has been dealing with this platform for years, and you have never came out and did a video before, there was never no discrepancy before. All these videos that lectures, debates that we've been hosting before, nothing like this has ever happened. Why, when the dynamic duo link up, General Pharaoh and Young Seti, that this happens? The people are not inquisitive to that. They're just going to run with the personality worship. Okay, Sarnetta said what he said, which I'm not even going to say I agree with. Okay, let's just be that, because I'm not no yes man. Sarnetta is my big brother, but if you think we don't disagree, you're fucking wrong. We just don't do it on camera because there's something called integrity and loyalty. All right? This is what brothers sit down and do. All right? So, but he didn't have to call the cops. For these master researchers, for these master scholars, for the dynamic duo, the best that ever did it, like the lecture in Compton, the best of the time or the best of their generation, did not the best ever in all their research come across COINTELPRO, how they operate, how they do? A lot of people who have made mistakes in the past when they didn't know COINTELPRO even existed until the Freedom of Information Act, did not they come across the information and know that when you go on camera, and that's not dry stitching, nigga, you did it. It's documented. With choppers, which is corny, if you're going to do something and you're really going to do it, that seemed like some punk ass intimidation tactic. Like, we got guns, don't fuck with us because you don't know what we might do. Real motherfuckers don't care about that. And if anything, they're not going to fuck with you because they're going to think you're too hot. You're the cops. You don't really want beef. So you just dial 911 in a form or the idea for motherfuckers who don't know better of being like, I'm real and I'm thorough. You never showed no choppers when Sandra Bland got killed. You never showed no choppers when Eric Gardner was murdered. You never showed no choppers when Ayanna Jones in Detroit, right in your whole town, was killed. We didn't see no choppers from a general. Not saying you should have. That would have been reckless then. But when it comes to your own over a motherfucking debate over information, you see all kind of bullshit and fuckery. You see all kind of lies. You see all kind of snitching, bitching, talking too much. And I'm going to keep it real. I don't give a damn who makes a video and swears and talks and goes in, and I don't care about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't really, and the reason, let me tell you why. I've been conscious way before a such thing as YouTube. Sankofa has been around for a long time. And until I die, this is what I'm going to be on. What do I mean? And what is the point that I'm getting at? Because it's relevant, okay? I don't have nothing to gain. Why? I don't try to be the big public figure. I don't give a fuck about doing all the lectures. I don't care about all that moolah like that. Of course, we all got needs and we want to get money and we want to be respected for what we do. But because I'm not so caught up on that, where I cannot be compromised for my stance for the greater good of the purpose of what this message and what this whole idea is for, the whole purpose of these ideas is to compensate for our damaged condition in material reality, not to big your motherfucking self up. And if somebody disagrees, you're dry snitching. This is the COINTELPRO /Trump /Oath Keepers /RX84 /FEMA camps in your face era. And as a general, you're not covert, clandestine, organized, disciplined, strong, militant, balanced-minded, rational-minded, intellectual-minded, enough to know that there's a certain way that you move. You have to ask yourself that. Are you genetic Sarah Sutanseti or general Sarah Sutanseti? We have to ask these questions. Okay? How many times have Sarnetta put his life on a line with police killers? You see us going in. You see the camera right above us on 125th Street. But unrelentlessly, we come out to the people and we bring this information. We're putting our lives on the line, our freedom, our health on the line, because it's about the people. I can't speak for everybody. And there's a lot of fakers. But you have to become conscious enough, because there's layers to this, to separate the pros from the cons. Okay? If you have people come out there flying from Barbados because they love you, and they should. The brother's powerful. I'm not no corny nigga that's going to take away the greatness that these brothers, the potential, especially that young brother, powerful dude. You need to separate yourself and do your own thing. Your General Farrell, he's young Seti. I don't agree with everything, and I don't have to. But I see that for a person to be almost old enough to be your father that's acting like your son is not in your best interest. No, that's not. And this is just my opinion. You can take it, you can let it alone, you can make a video and talk all kind of crazy shit. It's up to you. I don't really give a fuck. I'm an old battleship. I've been through so much. My skin is thick, B. I don't give a damn. But I will tell you this. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to convey my point to the people, because as I said before, it's bigger than all of us. It's bigger than all of us. Okay? There's a quote and from the Metu Neter, all right? And it's a papyrus. It's a papyrus, okay, from 1290 to 1190 BCE, okay? Okay, the 19th dynastic period. And in this chapter, it says, do not fraternize with the hot-tempered man, nor approach him to converse. Do not fraternize with the hot-tempered man, nor do not approach him to converse. When people are hostile, they don't got control of their emotional faculties. They're just all over the place. It's hard to really have a person like that in a leadership position. You know why? Because they can't be critiqued. They can't be questioned. Somebody else who may have a gift or quality similar to theirs, they may look at that as a competition. It's competitive now. We can't let them outshine us. We got this. Nah, nigga, it's not about you. It's about the collective objective. All right? Proverbs chapter 22, verse 24. And we know that Proverbs has a lot of similarities to the previous chapter in scripture that I just quoted. But for those who are Hebrew that believe in that, okay, it says, make no friendship with the angry man, and with the furious man thou shalt not go. You got to stay away from a lot of the drama. So a person's a drama king and they're claiming to be a leader of the community, but the community supports them. The community is partly responsible and aiders and abettors in the derision and in the division and the potential self-destruction that you see in the conscious community. We are humans. We are not perfect. What we need to start doing, though, is shifting gears and focusing on the collective objective and the collective enemy that we're fucking facing. And if you're not holding the people that you worship, the people that you are behind to that standard, then you are the problem in the conscious community, not the house of consciousness.
Go ahead, Sankofa. Yeah, man, this is real. And let me just say this real quick, too. If people are saying, Sarnetta, why you want other people to fight your battles? I don't want them to. I'm not supposed to go out there and get you to do it. It should automatically be a thought. I didn't call Sankofa to tell him to come over here. You what?
I called you.
He called me. If it's one thing, but I have more, that I respect about the Hebrew Israelite brothers is that they don't bail each other out. You know what I'm saying? They don't jump motherfucking ship, man. Right or wrong. If I'm fucking wrong, deal with your brother later on.
That's right.
Tear my ass up later on.
Off camera.
But right.
Now don't go live.
Right. But see, right now, when the battle shit is going on, when Red Pill and my brothers, you've been using this platform for the past fucking 5 and 8 years, getting yourself all over the world, and then for you to want to jump ship now, that's the shit that I can't respect. That's what I'm talking about. We can talk all that shit we want to about the Hebrew Israelites, but you don't see this type of fuckboy shit in their circles, man. You don't see them brothers doing that shit to each other. Y'all can talk all y'all shit you want. All the negative comments from who? From the supposed to be the Black Power people. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This supposed to be the Black Power people that's all in the chat room. You are nowhere near better than the Hebrew Israelites. That's why when I step up, you know, you see the fringes. It make me have to step out now. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
RBG fringes.
Yo, RBG fringes on me, man. You know, and these was given to me by my brother Divine Prospect. And it tells me, y'all don't know what it means, though. Y'all don't know what it means.
Keeping the law.
Say that again?
That means you keeping the law, you cleaving to the law.
That's what it means, family. I gotta put on my damn fringes now. Cause I see my own brothers, the motherfucking the Kemetic Negroes is ducking and jiving and shaking and jiving. You know, y'all motherfuckers is too motherfucking weak and soft. I come from the Black Power community, man. I'm the flamethrower, man. That's where I come from. You know? I'm the flamethrower. So when you see the Black Power brother, Sankofa, we can vibe with the Hebrews because it's like the only thing different is that they just believe in a higher power.
We do too.
We do too, but it's a different higher power. You see what I'm saying? So when you say things like, well, why Red Pill and them should fight your battles? What? Come on, family. That's some stupid shit. I'm the elder here.
Let me say something.
I'm the elder. I shouldn't have to ask them to come do nothing. They supposed to have been called, yo, son, man, I see what's going on. This is what real people do. Go ahead.
A house divided against itself cannot stand. I'm not saying nobody's name. Red Pill, I understand y'all think that's still my brother. I got love for
That's
him.
right.
That's still
my brother, but you got to get an ass whooping sometime. Come on, man.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? But a house in general, I'm speaking. Shaka almost shout out. You know what I'm saying? Divided, and hopefully y'all brothers can sit down and come to some resolve off camera. All right? But a lot of brothers have been a part of this and building it and have benefited.
Go ahead, man.
Benefited from this for far too long. Have built careers. Or not only this, but this is one of the main key components and factors that have mobilized them into where, generally speaking now. So therefore, if a house divided against itself cannot stand, this is the house of consciousness. So we're supposed to form like Voltron under adversity, not separate. Generally speaking, I'm not saying or nobody's name. I'm saying in general, or whatever community or what you're a part of, there has to be a level of integrity and accountability. What kind of leadership that we want when we support people that are not really leaders? They're misleaders. Huh? There was no goddamn lecture in Brooklyn, but you're still coming at the House of Consciousness when we had our lecture, regardless of what took place there. We didn't lie to the people. We was there. Some people say that we didn't slander nobody. You called the cops on us. No evidence. You called the cops on yourself, nigga. You're on camera and on TV and on parole with a gun. You called the cops on yourself. Whether you know it or not, that's called dry snitching. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess we got to remind people of old school street thought because I guess they forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? When you got older dudes that's hanging around a bunch of younger dudes and you don't got people of different age brackets in your movement or a movement at all, because I'm going to be real. The BPC is not a goddamn power military black militia movement. It's a goddamn clothing line. That's all it is. And if not, Show us some work. And speaking of work, because what a lot of people don't know, and unbeknownst to many, I'm gonna call it brother, is House of Consciousness does a lot.
We got House of Consciousness set up all over this.
Y'all think the House of Consciousness is just here talking about debates. And the irony is this. We debated about Metu Neter, and you're mad at the conscious community. But you wanted the drama. You wanted to see who was going to cuss who out the most. A lot of you niggas wasn't going to leave here with no information. You wasn't going to memorize no information. Not everybody. There were some sincere studiers out there. There were people who are really about this information, and big up to you and big up to Lovely. And one thing before I go into that, shout out to the sister. What's her name? Sapphire or Sci-Fi? What's her name? Bro, the one that gave you the award?
Yeah, oh man, let me show that, man.
Hold on. Get the award.
Yeah, Sapphire, man.
Shout out to Sister Sapphire. Shout out to Sister Mel P. Shout out to Sister Sapphire.
You gotta let me do it, because she gave it to me.
Do that. And then I'm gonna go into what the House of Consciousness is doing that y'all might not know about. We don't call ourselves generals, but we're generals. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say, man, shout out to the Queen, man. Shout out to my sister Sapphire. Nobody has never done this for Sarnetta. And I don't be looking to do it. I be looking to do it for other people.
Do it for
Let me show y'all. Let me tell y'all something. You know, like 2 weeks ago, I called Baba Heru to get 3 awards made up for me. One was for Sarah Supasetti, and I ain't tell you this.
I already know though.
No, you didn't know.
Okay.
One was for Red Pill, and one was for you. It was supposed to be Blue Pill.
What's my award?
But I called Blue Pill, and I said, Blue Pill, I need to do this for. I said, yo, I'm gonna give you yours at the Apollo Theater, but I need to give Sankofa one for the great works he did. Y'all don't understand. Those awards cost $500 a piece. Special. You don't do that for somebody who you care about family. You'll just go and get them anything. But nah, I put money into the awards that I had for my brother Red Pill because in one sense, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I am kind of glad that I'm going through this right quick, that I went through this. You know why? Because it really cleans house and it really shows you and it puts me on to like who my real people are. That's why this is, see, I'm looking at a good part of this right now for that. Because it's really showing me now who's really with me. Red Pill, Blue Pill, Shaka, all the House of Conscience family, this is like your home, man. This was your home. All of you brothers benefited off it. You come here, you eat up here. Red Pill, you eat the food. Brother, sometimes your big brother got to call you out because I kept calling you on the low, me and you been talking, but damn, sometimes I got to like come out and just call you out to let you see that there's no integrity, there's no love, there's no connection. You crossed the fucking line. Let me show this real quick.
How you zoom in, right?
I was given this.
How you zoom in?
Right here. With this, turn this. No, right here, the big piece.
Okay, yeah.
No, the big piece right here.
All right.
Yeah. Sister Sapphire came in this weekend, man, and showed the love and brought me an award.
What did it say, people? Thank you, Sarnetta, for 30 years of outstanding service.
That's what it say. Thank you, Sarnetta. Black Power, Black News 102. Thank you, Sarnetta, for 30 years of outstanding service. 2016. This came from my sister. I didn't know it. She damn sure surprised me. I almost cried up on the stage, man.
So you see the people love
I almost cried up on the stage when I received my award from my sister.
Right, come on.
Shout out for Sister Sapphire.
Shout out to Sister Sapphire. Shout out to Sister Mel P once again. And shout out to the community as a whole. I'm not with the personality worship. Sarnetta is my brother, and I ride for him. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, I'm going to keep saying, it's a bigger picture. And that's what I stand for. I'm learning, flaws and all. I'm developing. I'm evolving. None of us perfect. None of us have cornered the market on perfection. We're all being who we are in the process of becoming who we're destined to be. This is a very critical year, 2016. All this stuff going on, man. You got to look at this and put it into perspective. Now, some people, they don't deal with the numerology. You better consult King Simon and get your head right and understand the science of that is very real. Once you understand it, and overstand it, okay, it will make sense. It's only spooky when you're dealing with fragmented aspects of it and spookyism. It's only spooky then. Okay, 2016, you add it up, is 9. What is 9? 9 is a very significant number. There's 9 holes in your body. It takes usually 9 months to be born. There were 9 planets in the solar system. 9 is the highest number you go up to before you start back over with a circle again. Okay? 199, 200, 9, 10, 9, followed by a cipher. Okay? What am I saying? 9 represents also born, and it also represents the end of something. Okay? And the beginning of something yet to come. When something ends, and when 9 months is over, the birth pains kick in. The pain kicks in more, the hurt, the labor, only to give birth, to a new life. Many people have died this year. I mean, wow. January 2nd, we've lost one of the greatest, Madam Frances Cress Welsing, Delbert Blair. I mean, like, it goes on, Dr. Sabi, Muhammad Ali, Prince, whether you care for him or not. You know what I'm saying? I grew up back in the day, so I used to love the song Pop Life and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The whole point of the matter is some of my closest friends and relatives, shout out to my Uncle Cash, long live the legend, Boston stand up. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're seeing what some people say is the death of the conscious community in this year of the 9, but it's not. You know what it is? It is the pain and the labor, that which is necessary to make a transition into giving life or a rebirth into something new. The House of Consciousness has always been an open platform, people, for the community. And we'll continue to be just that. And we will upgrade and step it up on a more higher level because it's about you. We want to see more sisters, teachers, healers, real scholars, young, whatever age you are, on the platform. And we are open for that. Reach out to Brother Sarnetta and see how much this platform is open for the people. See, we're not just going around doing lectures, and if you compete with us or you disagree with us, fuck you, you's a bitch. Motherfucker, we're gonna kill you, we're gonna pull out AK, nigga. We ain't gonna do all that corny shit. What we're gonna do is allow you to come out here and bust your gun of knowledge. Okay? Because it's about decaucasianizing our mind, and it's about transcending the shackles that keep us all collectively right, because we all think we're right, but only right with the hell we think we are, right in hell. It's a time for a new day. And the House of Consciousness is not just a YouTube channel. Black News 102 is more than a YouTube channel. This brother rode with Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. What would make you think all these millions of people in New York, especially conscious people, make up and consist of millions of people, or at least hundreds of thousands of them, even back then? For Dr. Khalid Muhammad, a man who's traveled the world, an esteemed scholar, the national representative of the Nation of Islam, former supreme captain of the FOI, great man, to come to Harlem to see Sarnetta doing what he was doing way back before YouTube. So it's not about YouTube and it's not about a debate about money, because Sarnetta been doing this. He's been doing this, getting crackers to bow down and kiss their foot. Something
but they don't care about that.
Some generals,
they care about
you don't
just
even
talking,
see them
man.
go in on a cracker in their
all
face.
They want is talking, brother. They don't care about that.
See, that's
they just like people screaming and yelling.
Okay, so my whole point of saying this is this. For a person of his magnitude, because you can tell your worth by the people who befriend you and the people that assign you certain positions, okay? Now, when you call yourself a general, but in general, you're not doing nothing but generally talking a lot of shit, you're a generic, not a general, that is called titular, a title with no real power to it. We talk about pseudo-info, there's also pseudo-titles. If you call yourself by a title, that consists of a certain kind of status that you ought to exhibit, especially in a time of war. We are at war. Then you are not that title indeed. You are that title in pseudo. Okay? For a brother like Sarnetta to be chosen by one of our greatest last warriors to come here is epic, it's powerful, it is serious, it's something to be considered, something to be looked at. Okay? A lot of us are thinking we have to choose sides. I'm not going to say don't rock with Seti and them. If you rock with them and you feeling their energy, rock with them, brothers. I believe that there's enough teachers and enough information to go around. What I do also see is there's not a principled, united black front. See, we can talk about the astrosphere. We can talk about the astral plane. We can talk about high sciences, and we need to. We need not take nothing off the table because this shit connects on every level. However, I don't see too much of an emphasis on the here, the now, the what to do, and to how to do it to make effective, proactive, and feasible change in real time. See, because when you do that and you're not debating about Medu Nectar, I want to know how many people would have came out to show you about how to plant, how to fish, how to magnetize devices, survival skills, how to make a compass, how to, you know what I'm saying, train to deal with it. This takes long-term commitment and sacrifice, which means you have to subside from your ego. You may have to subside from certain lifestyles that you